Greetings, the Astro 30 here, and today after I came back from work I had received this package. Now, one of you out there watching may recognise this because it's your box. Thank you very much. This was sent to me by a patron named Danishdart. Thank you very much. And I already know roughly what's in the box, but it's currently sitting on its side because, well, my name's on the other side and address and all that. And I don't want to dox myself. I am planning on setting up a post box in the next couple of weeks, so there'll be a link in the description for that. Well, not a link, but a note in the description of future videos for that if you want to send me stuff. You don't have to, of course, but I've already got the Corona going here. No jokes, please. Alright, so I need to carefully open the box and have a look at the contents. My favourite substance, bubble wrap. Well, yeah, that was a foul. There appears to be a note in here. Now, he did include a note with it, and he has put a name down the bottom, but I'm not sure if he wants me to publicly put his real name, so I'll just leave that bit off. It says, "Hi Astro, included is the multimeter and some other knickknacks. The probes with the 25 watt resistor is my own little invention for discharging capacitors and capacitor banks." Very nice. I discharged a 40 millifarad capacitor bank using a rather nice pair of Japanese needle nose pliers. It blew the point of one of the tips of the pliers. And as the smoke cleared, I thought there has to be a better way, and thus the Dischargo probes was invented. I don't have the instructions for the multimeter, but I think you should be able to find them online. I have a bad habit of buying electronics crap I probably don't need from the internet, hence I have too many meters, but I figured I could be addicted to worse things. Well, there are a lot of things to be addicted to, yes. I included some TIP35 transistors, which I think you were building something with at some point. Yes, I was. I desoldered them out of a blown PA amplifier, so you might want to check to see if they're still good before you use them. I am very much a novice at most things electronic, but I'm learning, so my intent with becoming your Patreon supporter isn't exactly altruistic. I'm hoping I can bother you with some problems down the road. Sure you can. I have already learned so much from your videos about the JLH amplifier, which I'm still putting together, and others, so your work so far have been really great. Thank you very much. So, here is a bag of the transistors he was talking about. I'll play with them later. This looks like his discharge probe that he was talking about just a few paragraphs ago. He's using a 25 watt 3 ohm resistor. So, okay, yeah, that will work nicely. So, you put the probes across the capacitor and discharge it. He's included a couple of 50 volt 15,000 microfarad capacitors, Jamicon. Nice. Yes, I'll certainly find a use for them, don't you worry. A roll of solder. This is Duratec brand, which is 0.71mm, my favourite type. Currently my gear is in storage, so I'm going to have to get another soldering iron and stuff, but I'll do that over the next coming weeks and make something interesting. More bubble wrap. Here's the multimeter in question, which you can't see because it's way too close to the camera, but I will set it up on the desk after I clear the box out the way. So this is a multimeter. It comes in a nice little satchel bag, what do you want to call it. This is a Mustool, and it's an MT8208. There it is, just for reference there, and it does have a basic oscilloscope function according to Danish. Now, I'm not sure where this came from, as in what state. Probably Victoria, but there was no return address on the information given to me, so probably doesn't have batteries in it. Oh, well, yes it does. That is a really cool display. So what have we got for functions? We've got millivolt, volt, voltage, AC, hertz, percentage. I'm not sure what that is. It looks like capacitor, ohms and diode function. Microfarad, milliamp, 10 amp and off. So there's 2 off positions. So I'm going to have to probably look up the manual for this to figure out how to use it. But I need something to prop it up on so the camera can see it. See if the Vox helps. Yes, the Vox does help. Okay, so I'll take one of these 15,000 micros and see if the thing will measure. Maybe a bit too high for it, but these are really nice probes. Really nice. So I'll just make sure it's discharged. Okay, so it's not currently measuring that, mainly because it's probably too high of a capacitance to measure, which is fair enough, and I don't actually have another smaller capacitor on hand to test. However, we'll put it on this, on the resistance, currently on auto ranging, and by shorting the probes I can see that it is working. So what can I measure? Well, we can measure the resistance of this resistor, which we know is 3 ohms, across these 2 probes and see if it is indeed 3 ohms. There you go. It's more closer to around about. According to this, 7 ohms. It's going up and down. 4 ohms. 3 now, 4. Yep. So the meter is functioning. So thank you very much, Danish. Right, I just figured that out. Pressing F3 changes the mode from capacitance, resistance, diode mode, and continuity. And yes, it beeps. So we'll change that to resistance, and I've just figured out something else. I had the positive probe plugged in the wrong thing for measuring that capacitor. I'll get back to that in a minute. Just go across this transistor here. It's gone back onto resistance for some reason. Oops. There we go. That looks a little bit more what it should be. And according to this, that transistor indeed is working. So I'll reverse the probes around. There's no reverse voltage on that. So yes, at least one of these transistors does work. Now I will go back over to where I was, microfarad, and I'll change the positive probe to the correct port, and we'll try measuring this capacitor again. Yeah, again I think it's too high of a capacitance, and I reckon the reason why it won't measure these capacitors anyway is because it's a fairly large capacitance and you've got to charge it up first before it'll give you a measurement, so you might be sitting there for a while. But for now, of course it's got a nice little stand here. It looks like it takes 2 AA batteries, so that's nice. That's all I wanted to know, is how many batteries it took and what type. Make that 3. Yep, 3. So it's running on 4.5 volt, which is fair enough. If I'd known it had a stand, I would have done that in the first place. Ha, silly me. My name's Astro. Yeah. Anyway, thanks again, Danish. That's great. And I'm going to end this video here. And If you like this video, please remember to rate, comment and subscribe below. You can always follow me on Facebook. You can also support me on Patreon. That'd be great. And thank you to my current Patreon supporters now. Albeit I only have 3, but it's a start. Thank you very much. Anyway, this is the Astro 30 saying see ya. Have a great day.